Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set, the fans are buzzing, and two teams ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Here we go. Phillips with the ball. Pass to Lee. To the middle. And Lee with the stuff.
And that's a timely pass, setting her teammate up for success.
From deep, Brunson hits it from three-point range.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Over in the corner, Kirilenko trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The three from Phillips. Buries it from three-point range.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Phillips. Pass to Lee. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. And Chauncey Billups good for 3. Phillips has got 6 points.
And Billups is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
Nailed from three-point land.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Montgomery. Lee. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
What a selfless play from her. Passes like this show she wants to win.
Brunson scanning the floor. And again, New York with the triple.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Here's Montgomery on the money with the open jumper.
Yeah, look, those inside buckets are crucial for her. They like her to get those points in the paint.
Durant sets a screen for Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
From deep, Phillips. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. New York ahead, leading by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Jokic is out there with Durant. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Flag in at the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second one. Brunson outside. Beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
The three from Billups. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
That one falls.
A timely pass to take full advantage of the opening. Great stop.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's D-Bots. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
From deep, Brunson, and again, New York with the triple.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Vasquez passes to D-Bots. Grant outside. Here's Kirilenko, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Kirilenko against Durant. Misses the deep three-point attempt. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. Sinks the three-pointer. Phillips has got 9.
Well, you can never hustle too hard in transition, and he really made sure they converted on the break.
Brunson outside. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Vasquez passes to Grant. And here's D-Bots. Outside, Phillips. Offline with his 3. New York leading by 11. From deep, SGA. And again, New York with the triple.
And we've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
Pass to Vasquez. And yes, a nice assist from Phillips.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow!
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now Phillips from past the arc. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Pass to Lee. To the paint. Here's Kirilenko, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kirilenko's got his second bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
Here's Montgomery. Now Flag, still yet to score. Got that bucket in no time at all.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Phillips, no good. Here's New York. They're on a 10-2 run here. For 3, Durant, and again, New York with the triple.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. And the wide open shot from Billups. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Curry who brings it up for New York. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Davis. And a miss there on the triple. Edwards drives in. Duran the pass to Mitchell. Duran sets the screen for Mitchell. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fight.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Here's Grant. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Grant's got his first points in this one.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Fires top of the key. Doncic, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The three from Billups. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. New York leading by 18. Lets it go with the three. Unable to get that one. Grant the pass to Billups. Kicks it out to Grant. Puts up a three. Nailed from three-point land. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And here is Fox. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Fox has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Grant against Doncic. No good from Grant. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Flag. And again, New York with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
No problems knocking that one down.
Three.
And so here is New York. Outside, Fox. Over Billups. And again, it's New York.
Well, look, Fox is wiry strong. He can handle contact.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Kirilenko. Outside, Billups. Misses the three. Three-pointer, Fox. The putback. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.